embark now on an initiative to make cycling easier and less hazardous in an urban environment still rather dominated by motor vehicles. CTV cameras take us on a city centre journey with a critical mass of cyclists.
Cycling in Manchester is really fun and it's a really beautiful place to cycle because there's so many green spaces. We have loads and loads of parks, and also Manchester is really flat, so cycling is a pretty easy thing to do. We do have quite a bit of a way to go with regards to having equal rights on the roads with motorists and bicycles, but there are a number of groups working towards making that happen. Critical mass started in 1992 in San Francisco, and when it first started it was actually called commuter clot, and then Ted White's film came out, Return of the Scorcher. It was a film that showed how the East and the West viewed the bicycle in different ways, and a group of people who'd organised commuter clot got together and they watched this film. And there's this part in the film where they describe crossroads that had no traffic lights, because apparently, well, in the film it shows that in China there doesn't seem to be very many traffic lights. And so they had to wait at the junction until there was enough cyclists. There was a critical mass and they were able to push through the traffic. And when people saw this film in San Francisco, they were just like, wow, that's brilliant, that's exactly what we want to do, that's exactly what we want to call it. We want to call it critical mass because that's what we want. We want to push through the traffic, we want to have our right of way. It's a different thing to every single person that goes on it. Some people go on critical mass so they can meet other cyclists because it's quite easy to feel alienated in a city that's dominated by cars. Most people that go on critical mass are there because they love riding a bicycle and they want to celebrate that. One of the biggest reasons given to why people don't cycle is because they feel unsafe on the roads. Cyclists don't respect motorists, pedestrians don't respect motorists, pedestrians don't respect cyclists, and cyclists don't respect pedestrians. And everybody's got an excuse and everybody's got someone to blame. And I think what basically needs to happen is that we need to sit down and we need to work out a whole new transportation system, and that is the only way we're going to get around that.